Hey everyone. This is Drippy, your source of options drip on a daily basis. Um, I talk about options, charts, everything, flow. And in this video, I'm going to talk about some of the setups I'm watching next week. And keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. Uh, you're responsible for managing your risk and taking profit. I have COVID. Those of you don't know. So my voice is a little bit weird right now and I might, like cough in between. So I apologize in advance for that uh, and for the low volume, but I'm trying to do my best. So, unlike the other videos, I'm gonna quickly go over the setups I'm watching and the levels. Um, I'm not gonna focus much on the flow just because pre-market and after hours we have so much movement and the VIX is so high. I personally think that right now we just need to rely on the price action to get the better picture, unless it's like earnings play and stuff like that. So first let's talk about what's going on right now. We have futures, which are looking really bad right now. If you look here, we have a break of this pennant. Measured move is usually at least half of this. So 500 points are here. 200 points down would be $4,000 level for ES1, and this does not look good. Like there's not much support below 4,200 here, so that's something to keep in mind. Okay, futures are not looking good because of the Russian news. So let's talk about QQQ here, and we have a ugly H pattern which usually breaks to the downside, and again don't have much support until 330 and 315 and 300. So I'll be watching QQQ, IWM also, again bear flag breakout. Not much support until 190, 187, 180. And I'll be trading indexes because we have VIX high. We can't possibly swing bigger positions here because the VIX is high. So VIX will be high tomorrow. So my plan is to just trade indexes, and because we can make a lot of money on them because of volatility and the every other day they expire. So another one, I'm looking at gold. Now gold broke about to break out above this W pattern here, and we had a gap up inside day on a low volume. Looks primed to rip. If there's a gap above, it can fill this week if this war situation continues. Now let's talk about some other names I'm looking at. Looking at OCGN for a possible long here. It had news. Yesterday after hours, it was up like 28%, 31% actually on FDA clearance of something. You can read the news. It's not here, but you can do the research and read the news. But there will be volume on this. So if it can hold this 4.5 area, I think it can see $5 again after market bell opens. And if it gets rejected, it can fill this gap down. So there will be volume on this name, so we can definitely watch this one. Levels I'm watching are these three key levels, 4.14, below $3, 3.9. There's a big gap to be filled to 3.58. Next one I'm going to talk about is PDD. Now PDD, head and shoulder here, head, shoulder, shoulder. We have a bear flag breakdown, and it gap down actually, and most gap downs have continuation. Maybe it will fill this gap and then continue, or it will try to test this area and then go down again. But it looks super bearish, below 54.5. We have 53 support, and then below 53 we have this kind of like demand zone, which is around 48.8, basically $49.50. And under that it's flushed down because we have a weekly consolidation on this name for a while now. It's a kind of like a massive head and shoulders consolidating for a while. Baba earnings are coming up because of this war situation. There's speculation that China can uh you know take a move against Taiwan or stuff like that. So definitely watching this name for next week. Next I want to talk about is Fubo. Now Fubo is a sympathy play to Roku earnings. And look at this massive, bearish chart, right? And it broke below again, this area, this bull, basically a bear flag, and it closed on a high volume, looks ugly, and broke below this support area as well. So there's not much here until like $6.885. So I'm expecting a big move on this name until on earnings. So it's a sympathy play. Levels I'm watching, it's like below 8.25, going for 6.94, basically $7, and then 5.5 and $5. Next one I'm talking about SoFi again. Massive bearishness. Blow sorry broke below this basically like a bear flag again, or a bear pennant, and with strong like sell off here, 6%, and 6% again, so basically like 13-14% in just like last 2 days, 2 open days. There's not much support below $11, so it can go to like 10.5. Below 10 there's actually not much. So earnings are coming up now. It can reverse too depending on the market, so we gotta be play this one cautiously. And it could be like another consolidation zone, and then it goes above. So these patterns can develop on the fly. So but watching SoFi anyway. Next one I want to talk about is Altria Group Mo. Look at this weekly chart. We have a cup and handle formation with a basically like a bull flag on a weekly chart breakout, and also daily squeeze. 4-hour squeeze just broke already. Long consolidation broke out, and now it's back here retesting this area. As long as it can hold this area 50.9, I'm long on it, and it looks great for potential swing play to $55. In my opinion, it can happen in 2-3 weeks. So definitely watching Mo. Next one I'll talk about is GIS, inflation play. GIS controls your basically everything like food items, cereals, etc., Quakers, and whatnot. So this looks like a bull flag about to break out. It tried to break below, but buyers stepped in aggressively, and this looks like a bull flag. Squeeze is there on daily, on 4 hours, sorry, and on the daily as well. And it looks primed to rip to $70 if it breaks above this area, above 68.5. So my targets are 69, 70.5, $71. Finally, I'll talk about KSS. Now KSS earnings are coming up, and we have a massive gap here based on the acquisition news, which isn't true. There is no update on it. So it had a really bearish close on Friday, and below this area there's not much support. So there's this EMA we need to be careful about. But apart from that, 55, 53.5, 51, I mean, sell off can be huge. RSI just crossed